Okay, we're live. How are you, everybody? It's your buddy Bruce here, Uncle Bruce from Las Vegas. Really dark out there. Nice to see you folks today. Jennifer and I made it safe and sound yesterday. All the stress of packing and driving and getting to the airport and everything else, it all worked out. Our daughter's here. It all worked out. Had dinner with her last night and just great to be in the same place. It's all good. We're trying to stay on top of the current events and what's going on. There's so much happening here. If you were part of the Gold Bagel member trading alert show earlier, we covered a lot of ground here, and we'll keep doing it today as we move on here. We're looking at a down market to start the day. Yesterday, we had a pretty good down market going. We were down quite substantially, but within going into the last probably, I'd say 2 hours, the market really turned it around. The Dow hit the low yesterday at around 2 o'clock afternoon. It was at 33,469. Let's round it up to 470. From 470, the market came up to 892. A 420 point rally kicked in on the Dow in the last 2 hours of the day. And really, in the last 30 minutes, the Dow surged and still lost 166, but not 600. Very interesting how that turnaround took place. This morning we're off 234 on the Dow at this point, so we seem to be indicating we are looking at a 29.5 point drop at the moment on the S&P 500, and over on NASDAQ it's 94.75 points. Now here's the good news: all those markets are down 0.2% combined. They're all the same. They're all showing a 0.2% drop in the morning market. This is a fraction of what is happening in Europe. European markets are really getting hit. They're off anywhere from about 1.7%, 1.1% on the FTSE, which I believe is London, to 2.8% for France. Germany is 2.7%. I mean, it's a big hit over there. So European banks are beginning to figure out, and especially investors in European banks, they are beginning to figure something out. As the Russian sanctions take hold and the Russians are having more difficulty to convert their rubles into dollars and to trade internationally, and as Russians are getting cut off from imports and their exports are no longer wanted, and all of these events that were happening, for example, Formula One races, soccer matches, international whatever, all being pulled off the table. No one is going into Russia to do any of this, and this is collapsing the Russian economy at light speed. There are two wars happening. There's the war on the ground in the Ukraine with tanks, bullets, grenades, and Molotov cocktails. And the other war that's going on is the rest of the Western world attacking Russia economically. And that is actually more devastating in the long run, because it will mean that 250 million Russians are going to be dramatically affected on a minute-to-minute, day-to-day basis. And this move, this economic move, has now begun to. It's kind of like the Wizard of Oz. You know, at the end of the movie, the little dog moves the curtain over, and you see the wizard behind the curtain. He's just a little guy, about as tall as I am, 4'8" tall. Yeah, the emperor's wearing no clothes. And what we're finding out this morning and this week is how exposed are banks to the Russian economy. Western banks, I'm talking about. So German-based banks, Swiss-based banks, French, the UK. Europe was and has been for decades moving more towards a single big trading group between them. And Russia was trying to get in on capital and making deals and all this stuff. The problem, unfortunately, with Russia is that some of these deals came with bribe requirements that just priced them out of the market. You had to do a $200 million deal with some oligarch who had to then pay a $20 million payoff to officials in Moscow to get the necessary permitting and paperwork to be able to do the deals. Western banks were not interested in these kinds of arrangements, and so a lot of underhanded cash deals were being done, and all of this is now coming home to roost. And what's happening now is that German banks and others, European and U.S. banks, Citibank out of the U.S. has got 10 billion in exposure in Russia. They're figuring out that with Russia being cut off from SWIFT to be able to clear funds, and with Russia bonds being ranked as junk and literally unable to be marketed, and the second day in a row this week, yesterday and today, the Russian stock markets are closed. Russian regulators will not allow Russian stocks to even trade right now, because if they open the Russian market, you are going to have a complete collapse of the Russian stock exchange. The losses will be 80 to 90%, wiping out all pensions of Russians who have any of those who have them, and government workers and on. I mean, a lot of innocent people are going to be badly hit here. This is only a matter of a day or two longer, and this is all going to come out to the public. It's all going to be seen. But Putin is not going to like this. Now, what I'm thinking here is the European markets are down because European bank stocks are getting hammered, because it's becoming evident that a number of them had a lot more exposure into Russia perhaps than they should have. Greedy bankers trying to make money in a low interest rate environment are moving money around where they can make a buck. And Russia paying higher interest rates or better yield on investments because of basically a rigged shop over there. If you get a contract to supply electricity to a certain region to Russia, no one else will compete with you. It's all yours. Charge what you want. If you're the official license holder of cable TV rights or movie rights or whatever the deal is, it's all bribe central in Russia to get these territories, and it's usually to other Russians who are loyal to Putin, and these guys need cash to set up their businesses and distribution systems and what have you, and then they extort the money out of their customers to ridiculous amounts. And again, the top percentage of Russians can afford it, the rest cannot, and welcome to a country that's unequal and a bit disjointed. Bottom line, though, is all of this is mute. It's all over. The Russian economy has been basically stopped in its tracks because international money will not flow there. So now, how many banks have got billions and billions of dollars inside Russia, IOUs, that they can't collect on because the ruble is worthless. It's impossible to trade it. The Russian central bank has been cut off. Reserves are only so good for so much, and Russia is bleeding money right now, invading a country that doesn't have nuclear weapons and hasn't declared war on it, and on we go. So we're watching a lot now. What happens in this kind of environment when there's worry about deposits and cash reserves and the ability to pay? What happens is everybody else around the world wants to put their funds into a place where it's safe. They want to be in a currency that they can trust, and they want to get into investments where they feel they can get a fair return. So the first thing they do is every pension fund, mutual fund, hedge fund around the world makes sure, all other banks out there, make sure they convert and have a handle and a hand on U.S. currency. The de facto mother currency of the world is the American dollar. And the one way to do that is to buy 10-year treasuries because they're very liquid. They're available through all the banking systems. And the more US 10-year treasuries get purchased, the higher the value of the 10 years go, the lower the interest rate you're getting on a 10-year if you're buying it today versus last week. If you bought a 10-year treasury a week or two ago, you were getting almost 2.1% interest. And the talk was you were going to soon get 2.2 to 2.3% interest on your money because the interest rates in the United States are going higher. Right now, you buy a US 10-year treasury, we're talking under 1.8. We're down to 1.77. And a few minutes ago, about 20 minutes ago, we were at 1.73% interest on a 10-year. That is a 30 to 35 basis points, or 35 one-hundredths of a percentage point, third of a point drop in the 10-year yield to investors because the value of those treasuries is being bid up by desperate investment firms who do not want exposure to ruble, Hungarian currency, Moldovan, other countries that are sympathetic, maybe sympathetic to Russia, or any country like Belarusian currency, get out of Belarus, any currency where the leader is a puppet to Putin, and Russia has a lot of sway over these countries. These bankers are converting their money into dollars because they do not want to be ruble exposed. They want to be dollar exposed. So we've got ourselves a huge shift of dollars going on here right now. A lot of currency shifting. As oil rises, that is making a whole lot of problems worse because, of course, oil is priced in American dollars. And we have got third world countries who are buying crude in U.S. money. And U.S. money has become more expensive lately, very much more expensive. And so this is adding to global inflation fears, global economic uncertainty. And on the one hand, you think, well, that means we have higher interest rates. You would think. On the other hand, what you have is you have central bankers who are studying the effect of this entire phenomena and going, we cannot have higher rates if the economies are going to go into the tank. We're trying to raise rates to calm down economies to keep inflation down. If we have higher costs of goods because of a currency problem, we could have a slowdown in economies due to that. And we have to actually lower rates to keep economies stable. And if we offer more money into the system, then prices drop for treasuries if there's a lot more money available to be able to get. And it's a complicated story, and it's an amazingly complicated system we're involved with here. But safe to say, German rates had gone negative today for the first time in several months. They had been negative for years, and German rates went positive because the thinking was in Europe, rates were going to go up, interest rates might go up. Now there's talk there will be no interest rate increases in Europe, and there may not be any in the United States this year. That is how severe things have shifted in a week. So we'll see what happens with that. West Texas crude, I'm showing now at $100 a barrel. It hit 101 just about 20, 30 minutes ago. We're at $100 a barrel in West Texas. Over in Europe, the Brent crude price was showing as high as 104, if not 105 a barrel. And we're watching that obviously quite closely. This move by Russia into Ukraine, this is day 6. It was supposed to go a lot quicker. It was supposed to be a lot faster, and it was supposed to be very decisive against the Ukrainians. The thinking was that the Russians would take out the Ukrainians in a matter of 2 or 3 days. They would do a blitzkrieg across the country, grab the capital of Kyiv, arrest all the government people of Ukraine, and have show trials. And the thinking was that flowers would be thrown at Russian tanks by the relieved and oppressed people of Ukraine who were welcoming the Russians in as liberators because of this crazy regime that was being run. And the opposite has happened to the Russians. Putin has completely fabricated a reality that just doesn't exist. Russian tanks are getting hit by homemade Molotov cocktails. Foreign countries are sending arms and weaponry into Ukraine in a surreptitious way. Is that the right word to say it? They're sneaking them in. Drones are coming in, missiles are coming in, anti-tank systems are coming in for the Ukrainians to really nail the Russian army big time. And the Russian army is paying a big price for this incursion. They don't have full control of the country. Yes, they have a lot of the countryside, but they don't have the key cities to dominate. And the Western world is reacting quickly to help Ukrainians out, get them out of the country that want to get out, and get into the country those who want to fight to get in. But they are not bringing in NATO. So it is a Ukraine-led and Friends of Ukraine-led militia that's doing this. This is it's not a fair fight, but I'll tell you, it is having an effect on the Russian equipment, probably Russian morale on the troops. And if they can't take over Kiev in the next 3 or 4 days and these other cities, there will be questions asked by military experts around the world as to how effective are the Russian troops, how motivated are these guys, and really how well trained are these guys? Because if they can't take over a country like Ukraine, what are you going to do when you come up against NATO with American, British, French, Canadian forces so well trained, so well equipped, um, with superior air, with satellite technology and everything else? You got to wonder what's wrong with these guys. So a lot is being discovered in a very, very short period of time. That, like I said, it's like pulling the curtain back on the wizard. Um, all of a sudden, you realize there's just a little guy there, and there's not much going on. Is Putin actually in trouble politically at home? That's the other question, because if his army can't deliver on a win quickly, he might be out, and that would be an interesting development if there's a coup in Russia. I mean, talk about putting world forces on alert. Oh man! So all bets are off. We just don't know. We'll keep an eye on that. The Dow is recovering right now as I'm speaking to you. The Dow seems to be bouncing a little bit. We're now down 139. We're down 15 points on S&P. We're down 54 on NASDAQ. So this pre-market for the U.S. doesn't look to be so bad. We're now down 0.36 to 0.4% on the three big indexes. So that's a good sign that we are improving across the board on U.S. markets right now. Crude still at $100.43 in West Texas. Looking at some of our favorites with 40 some odd minutes to go before we open, I'm showing Rocket Lab up a penny to 9.55. They released their financials last night and talked about their back orders, acquisitions they've made, new centers for building their rockets and whatnot. They're becoming a full-blown space company and are growing rather quickly. Surprised, actually, the shares are only 9.55. It'll be interesting to see what kind of analytical reports come out on this stock in the next few days and weeks. 9.55 last in the pre-market. SoFi is up 36 cents this morning in the pre-market. It's at 11.81. Shares closed at 11.45 yesterday. And for SoFi, we have had some good volume here this morning. 1.12 million so far today, pre-market traded. And the shares at 11.89 are at the high of the day at 44 cents. Earnings come out tonight. Now we're at 11.91. We're popping again. This is a very good sign. There's definitely buying strength coming in. There also seems to be a number of very positive headlines showing up for SoFi. Headlines like SoFi's fourth quarter website visit trends hold promise ahead of earnings. Is SoFi poised to disrupt online banking is the question. Why SoFi's brokerage account is ideal for beginner investors. there's some really interesting positive articles coming out on SoFi. These are just today. The earnings come out tonight, and this is going to be a most interesting release of earnings and a comment from management, SoFi management. I'm showing now 12:07 last trade, now 12:11 on SoFi, now 12:14 on SoFi. We have just jumped 20 cents a share on SoFi in a matter of seconds. 12:20 now is the last trade on your SoFi, up 77 cents at the moment. 12:22, another jump again. We're looking good here. Don't have the announcement yet for earnings. That still comes out tonight. Now we're at 12:31 on your SoFi, and I'm showing 1.2 million volume on the stock. 12:23, now 12:25. Last trade on SoFi, up 80 cents. Your shares are rocketing higher as I speak right now, live in the pre-market. You gotta love that. You gotta love it how SoFi is reacting here. 1.25 million shares, 12.20 or so a share I'm seeing here. There's definitely a buy wave coming into the stock. I'm not surprised that at 12.20, this is still half price. I mean, this is not like any kind of an all-time high or anything. You all know that. We were at $8.80 last week, Thursday. This is Tuesday, and we're up not quite 3 something a share from the lows. It's going to go higher. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts in my mind. This stock is just going to go higher. So hang on to your hats for a run here, and let's see what's going on. But the earnings are tonight. There are positive articles coming out about the company already today. The street definitely, has always liked these guys. It's just that today it is clicking with investors, at least in the morning. And as you should know, if you don't already, I know many of you do know, that you can get 10,000 shares of buying interest on a stock in a pre-market and run it $1. It takes nothing to move a market in the pre-market, or up or down. So 12.20 is the last trade right now on SoFi. Sure looks great. We've just got to, now I'm showing at 12.09, 12.13. We just got to keep in mind that these shares can be very violently moved one direction or another with not a lot of volume, and we just have to kind of take it with a grain of salt. And hey, I love the print. Believe me, I love seeing a 1-2 handle instead of a 1-1 handle on that stock. Yeah, sure. But we all know, if you've been around here a while, you know what we are really after. 25 a share and higher is other than that, it's unacceptable. So we got a ways to go, and maybe we will get a chunk of it today and then another chunk tomorrow, and we just keep on going here. Bring it on, baby. Let's make it happen. 1.4 million volume now, from what I can tell you, has gone through. 12.10, 12.11 on SoFi. We'll keep an eye on that, of course. Moving on, GameStop down $1.03 to 122.32. I keep talking about selling, writing options into strength. The 125 level, right 125s for this Friday or next Friday, and scoop some pullbacks. It was up 476 yesterday. It's down $1 this morning. AMC is up, was up 120 yesterday to 1886. It's 1909 this morning, up 23 cents. So it's up, and GameStop is down, interestingly, in the pre-market. Matterport is up 4 cents. It was up 43 yesterday. We're at 745 right now. 23andMe was 447 last night. It's 444 at the moment. No change on Spire. It was 217 last night, down 4 cents. ATIP down 17 cents yesterday. 196. I have no changes that I can see at this point. SmartRent closed at 645 last night, and I'm showing it now at 658, up 13 cents. SoFi now back to 12.19 again, climbing. Apple down 15 cents on Apple. Was up 27 yesterday. I note, by the way, Sextera down 15 in the pre-market last night. Sorry, in the post-market. So 12.17 is where we closed. We'll see what we open at. Smart Rent, like I said, 6.58 up 13 cents. Apple down 19. Goldman down 2.05 at 3.37. I think we're range bound here between 3.30 and 3.50 right now. Cisco 55.60 last trade, down 18 cents. This is sort of sitting in this 54 to 56 range lately. Tesla now 871 up 57 cents. It was $700 on Friday, if I recall. Friday, we're now 871. ARC Innovation, Kathy Woods' disruptor fund, $70.19, down only 29 cents today. We have got money coming into her sector. There is a lot of money coming out of low interest rate bonds and T-bills looking for better returns. Money is moving into ARC Innovations stocks, and that's why that fund is only off 27 cents today instead of being down typically $3-4 in the pre-market. We were up 265 yesterday to break 70 a unit, so that's a sign of money coming in. Microsoft 298.38, down 42 cents. Looks like we're range bound between 290 and 3 on Microsoft. So closer to 300 a share, you write calls. Closer to 290 a share, you buy your calls back, and away you go again and again. Rinse and repeat. SoFi 1209, looks like last trade up 64 cents. The highs just a few months ago, it looked like 1220 something a piece. I think we hit something like 1225, something like that. 1208 right now on 1.5 million shares with 33 minutes to go before we even open for trading. We have the Dow now down 134, S&P down 14, NASDAQ down 57. This is between 1/3 and 0.4 of a percentage point. Slight dip on the markets, nothing serious. SoFi is releasing earnings tonight, and the shares are trading at 12.05 quite nicely, up 60 cents this morning after a nice gain yesterday of 78 cents. Yesterday, the shares hit a high of 1176 during the day, and this morning we've been at 1225 already. So buyers are coming into this market, and it's a good sign. And positive articles are coming out on the stock. I do not anticipate bad news today, and I do not anticipate the shares backing off. I think the sellouts have been done, and when we hit 880 the other day, we wiped them out. They were all blown out of there, I think. And as I speak right now, this stock will move 10, 15 cents per trade. We're at 11.98 right now. I'm not worried about it. This stock is going to change hands from 11.70 to 12.25 without any issues at all, and it could do that in minutes each direction. Could it go higher? Yeah, it could go even higher. Right now, 11.99. Could it go back to 11.50? Yeah, I guess, but I have a feeling there's an upward bias, and I suspect there's a lot of pre-orders in the markets. For those who can't get in on the pre-market, they're looking to get into this market. And I think we're going to open up with a pop on SoFi. $12 again right now, $12. 12.04 is where we're trading. I got it on my screen. I'll keep an eye on it. Thank you all for joining me this morning from wherever you are in the globe. It's great to have you here. There's a lots of things going on. Clay, good morning, Uncle Bruce. I went over my taxes for the year, and with your knowledge and teaching, I for the first time ever, I owe money to the IRS. Profiting is one of those good problems to have. Thank you. Way to go, man. That's what you need. There are people out there to help you with that. I'm not one of them, but I got it. Glad I picked up $15 leaps on SoFi yesterday around $11. Says Daniel Godfrey, picked up some cheap leaps. Well done. Go SoFi, go. People are saying they're very happy about that. And we'll see what's going on. Chase, Rosita Parker, Uncle Bruce, will the financial sanctions leveled against Russia be circumvented by countries using Bitcoin? I don't know that because I can't understand. I have no faith in the crypto markets. I have no knowledge of how they work. I have no knowledge how secure they are. I have no handle on how how the back office works to clear transactions of Bitcoin. I don't trust it. It's not regulated. It's the Wild West. And so I'm going, I don't know. And I avoid it like the plague. And that's me. I'm 66. You kids out there who are 20, 30 years younger than I am, it's your world to inherit from us. And, if you want to throw your dough into something that I can't figure out with 40 years experience, I can't figure it out. I have 40 years financial experience, and I look at this and I'm just going, I just, nope. I know it's there. I know it's out there, and I know there's a lot of money in it, but I really have no idea how to make any heads or tails of it. It's up to you to decide for yourselves. And I'm not criticizing any of you. I'm not angry about it. I don't poo-poo it. I just kind of go, kids, it ain't my thing. What is my thing, I cover. But if I don't get it, I don't. And so there you have it. You're on your own on that one. Okay. Anyway, folks, Nick is saying I'm thumbs up number 176 this morning. Bruce, thank you, Nick, for being here. Nick, way to go on those puts, buddy. They're looking good right now. 1205 on that so far. You're going a lot higher than this. We're happy about that. And Midnight wants to know, is there a way to calculate time depreciation, or do you just have to eyeball it? It's easy to calculate depreciation. It's easy. It's so simple. If you look at a contract that is trading at the money, so like SoFi $12 contracts, the stock's at $12. You look at the $12 contract and it has a week to go, 5 days, and it's trading at $1. You can figure out pretty quick, 5 days to go, trades at $1, has no book value whatsoever. It's all time. There's 20 cents a day of depreciation sitting here. On a straight line depreciation basis, it's 20 cents a day. In reality, though, stock options don't actually trade like that. Options will sometimes hang on to 40 cents of the depreciation into the last day. They might only lose 10 cents on the Monday, lose 15 cents on the Tuesday, then lose 35 cents on the Wednesday, and then drop the rest on Thursday, Friday. Options also will hold on to value if the stock's volatile, if the underlying security that you are wagering against or wagering with is a volatile currency, a stock, like what GameStop used to be, where we go up and down $20 a day, like thinking that was like nothing. You're going to get contracts with ridiculous premiums right up to the very last day. And so as a writer, you have to look at the option chain on various options. And something like GameStop, what I would always tell my investors, my viewers, is I'd say, look at the price of the stock and look at the price of contracts at, say, book value. So if the stock's at, say it's 120, you're looking at $120 call options. Well, take a look at this Friday's call options, next Friday's, the Friday after, all of the 120s that expire going forward the next 10 weeks. Check those prices out. Even write them on a piece of paper. Write down bid, ask, last on all of them. You've got a whole sheet of 120. Some of you have platforms that let you do this on your computer and all that kind of stuff. However you want to do it. I used to just write it down because I used to write notes all over the place. And then you can really determine the kind of depreciation that these contracts have week in, week out on average. And that'll give you a clear illustration in front of your face just how an in the money or at the money contract is reacting on something like GameStop or on Goldman Sachs or Apple or Microsoft, whatever you want to write against. Whether you're running poor man covered calls, up to you. And then that'll help you figure out just what kind of depreciation you're dealing with here between the first week coming up, the week beyond that, the week beyond that. Some of these options shock people. They go, oh my God, if I write a 4-week contract, I can bring in this big, fat, juicy premium. If I just buy those shares back with a week to go, they'll have lost 65% of their value already. What do I want the last 30% for? I've made the majority of my money in the first 2 weeks that I wrote these things. I'm going to buy them back and write new ones that are 4 weeks to go. And I'm going to play that 4 week, 2 week game. Right at 4 weeks, buy back at 2. Right at 3.5 weeks, buy back at 1.5 weeks. You're going to have whatever range works for you, whether it's percentage gain, dollars gained, timing gain, and obviously the stock itself as it fluctuates in price. There will come trading opportunities that come your way, day trades that just show up and go, oh, wow, look at that. I wrote this for 12. They're trading at 4. I'm buying them back. I was going to buy them back in 3 days. I'll buy back right now because the contract is already where I wanted it to be. Great. Now let's take a look at my next potential contract right. And again, the wave of the market might dictate when and how and what price. Totally up to you. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, Tish the Dish. I did my taxes this weekend in Canada. There's a section on it this year to claim cryptocurrency earnings. Oh my God. Yikes. Crazy. What else is going on? Dave Coots, thank you for 197 being the 197th thumbs upper today. Appreciate that. Any of you guys can hit that thumbs up button today. That would be absolutely wonderful. I appreciate it. Thank you all. We are watching a lot of stuff going on here this morning. No doubt about it. Thank you for those of you who are becoming members of this channel, Gold Bagel members, Chillin' with Uncle Bruce members. Lovely to have you here. It's great to see you. We're watching a ton of stuff here simultaneously. We're live from Las Vegas. It is just starting to, the sun is just beginning to appear. I can actually see a horizon now out of my hotel window. When it gets a little sunnier, I'll show you a picture of what it looks like. I'm in a facility here with very dark windows, and so I don't really get the actual peek at what it looks like. I have to wait for the sun to come up to give you a better handle on what we're looking at. Even in the evening, the lights are sort of muted because of the windows being so tinted. But I'm not telling you where I am. Anyway, there you go. Thank you for joining me. We're down only 75 on the Dow now, going into the opening, and we're looking at S&P down 7.5 points, NASDAQ down 42. We may actually turn this market around and go positive and continue the climb that happened into this market in the last hour yesterday when it really came on. That might actually continue. We're down now a 0.18 of a percentage point to 0.3 of a percentage point. So these losses are quickly evaporating right now. So this is most interesting to see. Yeah, absolutely. GW, haven't gotten a hit on a stink bid yet on buying back my GameStop 125 calls expiring this Friday. But unless GameStop starts running, I should have an opportunity this week, still considering it's out of the money. Absolutely correct. You're just going to just wait for the stock to meander along, and these contracts will come down to you. For sure they will. The stock at the moment is still indicating GameStop down $1.10 this morning at 122.25. SoFi right now indicating 1204 to 1205 a share on 2 million pre-market volume, up 59 cents for SoFi. We've got a barn burner happening there. AMC is up 18 cents, where GameStop is down $1.10. So GameStop option writers, yes, those of you who've written 125s the other day, any of you who've written any larger or higher priced calls or lower priced, the stock is drifting a little lower this morning. That might it might give you a couple of bucks. We'll see how the markets want to open up for you. We're still 20 minutes away from the start of the trading day. All righty. Thank you all for being here from wherever you are. I hope you're doing well. Jen and I and Jennifer Jr. are all in Las Vegas, and we all arrived safe and sound yesterday. First time yesterday, I took a ride on a brand new 737 MAX, Southwest Airlines. And I was surprised. The last time I was on a 737, it was probably a 136 seat airplane. This one can hold 198, three on one side, three on the other. And man, at on the runway, power. Yeah, she went to 0 to 60 real quick, and quiet. Very impressive how quiet it is on takeoff. um, Quite interesting to watch, to see how that's going on. Rob, hey, thanks, buddy, for the neat no emojis. You're back. It's great to see you there, Rob. And way to go, man. Nice to have you back in town. Good to catch your comment there. Hopefully, you can make some money. Hope you had a good holiday, and hope you all tested negative when you came home. Anyway, let's see what happens. And let's see what else is going on here. People are guessing where we are. Well, I'm not going to tell you. SoFi is over 12 in the pre-market, 1203 right now, and it is definitely going higher. Excuse me. Wow, look at that. W. Walters, good morning, Uncle Bruce. I'm thumbs up number 191. My hotel guest that you're in is the Luxor. Once, as we were leaving after 5 days of losing and on the last slot machine play, I hit a progressive jackpot for 90 big ones. Sending good vibes. Nice going. I wouldn't mind one of those, I suppose. Way to go. Oh, fantastic. I am Vegas. I am the casino, says Midnight Adventure. That's right, kids. You can be your own casino by writing call options and letting the gamblers try and play that game, taking chances on your stocks. Absolutely. The only thing I remember about my room, Jason is saying, is how much it was spinning all the time. Uh, and Rob says, good to be back. I got a nice little tan. All 4 COVID tests we had to take for the trip came back negative. Thanks for asking. Good stuff, Rob. Welcome home and way to go, buddy. Let's see if we can, hopefully, you can make some money today. I got to drink Pepsi, by the way. The store downstairs in this hotel, Pepsi product. I mean, what the hell's going on with this world? Where's my Coke? I tell you, the price I pay to go live for my viewers is unbelievable. Miraculous is thumbs up number 227. Thanks, buddy, for being here. I'm glad you're here. And Rob is saying to W. Walters, it's a good thing you won it on the last day, because had you won it on the first day, you would have given it all back. This way, you're walking out with some cash. Way to go, man. Vash, Bruce is in an attic. He ain't in Las Vegas. He never left Creston. The stream is coming from Canada. It's a green screen. He hasn't left at all. I miss the lamp, says Splair. That's right. Big call. Morning, Uncle Bruce. Sorry about the Pepsi over there. We all missed the lamp. What lamp? There was no lamp. There was never a lamp. Never was a lamp. That's right. Rob saying to Bama Babe, oh, laugh. We had some trouble coming home with some snowstorms in Toronto, but we're home safe and sound with all of our luggage. There you go. Evan, Pepsi equals flat Coke with extra sugar. Chris Taps, the lamp is a lie. My next pair, MGM Properties, only sell Pepsi products. Jeff, 238, thumbs up. Morning, Bagel Gang. Thank you, Jeff, for being here. SoFi right now, 1202 in the pre-market. We've had now 2.2 million trade on SoFi in the pre-market. Very good volume. We got earnings coming out after the bell tonight, and positive articles are showing up on the stock all over the place this morning. We got the Dow showing a drop of 127 right now. We've got S&P showing a 13-point drop, and we're showing a NASDAQ down 54. We're about 0.3 to 0.37% below yesterday's closes. This is a nothing burger. We had a very strong close last night on the markets, where the Dow came to within 165 points of breaking even after being down, looked like over 600 in the last really hour and a half, 2 hours. We've got oil up $5 a barrel in Texas. We're showing Texas right now at $100.81. I have just past me here as I look past my ring light. I've got Bloomberg on the TV here, so I can see what Bloomberg's numbers are going across the bottom of the screen, and I'm watching for the price of oil from Europe. There it is, Brent, 103.49 right now is what we're showing. 103.49 up 5.50 a barrel. And Texas is up $5 a barrel. Rocket Lab showing down 4 cents to 9.50. SoFi at 12.03. GameStop 122 even. AMC is up 12 to 18.98, up 12 cents. Matterport is up 8 cents to 7.50 with now 14 minutes to go. 23andMe is showing down 4 cents. Spire shows down a penny. ATIP is showing down 3 pennies. Smart Rent up 9 cents. Nothing on Cyxtera yet. Apple down 60 cents. Goldman down 217 to 337.13. Cisco down 21 cents. Tesla down $1.72 to 868. ARC Innovation down 33 cents. Very calm opening here. And Microsoft down $1.32. Not too big there. So that's what we're showing here. And I say we're watching closely. I'm keeping an eye on the TV behind me here because there's so many breaking headlines happening here while I'm trying to focus in on this opening. The international community has just ganged up on on Russia in every way imaginable. Currency exchange restrictions, bond reclassification as junk bonds across the board, complete cutoff of imports into China. Foreign companies are basically walking out. European banks are licking their wounds with some exposure to China, to Russia right now. We're trying to figure out how bad that is. The ruble is under pressure. There's just tons going on here. And the question on a lot of traders' minds is, well, if Russia is under this kind of pressure, is this going to translate to lower economic performance in North America? Like, what's this going to mean for the American market, the Canadian economy, the UK, Europe as a whole? What do we think? And there's a lot of speculation going on here. And the one thing that has really happened this morning that really rocked the markets about an hour ago was when interest rates were really falling off the table. The U.S. 10-year note reached 1.73% this morning. It's now at 177.8. We were at 2.1 last week, 2 weeks ago. We were in the 0.9 range not too long ago. Now we're at 1.77. The German rate is showing 0.016. It went negative this morning. Right now, Germany just went 0.13. But it was negative this morning about an hour ago. Hadn't been negative for several months. So the German rate is really jumping everywhere. Italy is down 1/4 point. Spain is down 1/5 percentage point. The UK down 0.14 percentage point. So we have got interest rates plummeting in Europe, the UK, and in the USA. I'm sure Canada's following along. And now the question that is rate increases. Will there even be interest rate increases this year or not? There's a lot of speculation going on about that. All right. Let's go. What else is going on here? W. Walters, Rob, they did everything to keep us there when you won the $90,000. Free suites, show tickets, and of course kept us so long we missed our flight. Yeah, well, you get 90 grand, you can afford to buy another one, I guess. There you go. Oh, Rob, love that story. Al Jack B is a newbie. He's here. Thumbs up number 243. Buddy, welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel. We're live from Vegas today. BW, how worried should SoFi short sellers be today and tomorrow? Oh, I'd be really nervous if I were short SoFi. I would be really nervous. Good morning, everybody, from Dr. Walter. I'm thumbs up number 248. Rock and roll, baby. Let's see. Drops Trades, new member. Thanks, man, for popping in here and becoming part of the gang. Chilling with Uncle Bruce member. Nice to have you, pal. Nice of you to join in. Who else is here? Gonzo Cruisers is saying howdy. How you doing? Olivia, am I lagging or is Bruce lagging? We're having connection issues. Bruce says Andrew. Uncle Bruce, if ATIP hits a home run on their new CEO hire, what kind of market movement would you expect to see on the stock? Well, that's a tough one to answer. It could be phenomenal. It could be a nothing burger. I want to hear, and I've been waiting since last August. I've only been waiting 6 months. I want to see somebody with healthcare experience, but also market experience, and maybe that kind of person is hard to find, and they haven't got one. Maybe that's what's going on. I really don't know. Anyway, there you have it. What else is going on? It's Vegas, baby, says Bobby. Okay, thanks. My internet's been spotty lately. Drops. I'm back as promised, baby. I am back. Nice to have you here. Welcome, new members, says Jason. Nice to see you all, folks, are here. Uncle Bruce on that free hotel internet, and it shows. Good morning, everybody. Let's go SoFi, says Dustin. Cloaked is saying, wee, let's go SoFi today. 18 to 20 would change my week. Oh, yeah, I would say. We got 8 minutes to go, and we're opening up for trading in 8 minutes. And we're down 128 on the Dow. We're off 12 points on the S&P, and we're off 51 on NASDAQ. That's where we're at. Between a 0.3 and 0.37% lower. Very little loss at the moment. Looking very good here. The question now is what kind of follow through are we going to get in the first hour? How confident are investors coming in to our markets? I think they're very confident, and I think they definitely want to go into the U.S. side and get out of others, especially obviously Russia and anything related to that. So let's see what happens. We could have ourselves a very good day on SoFi, maybe a pretty good couple of weeks, like Olivia's thinking. I'm with you. 11.97 last trade on SoFi. We're up 51 cents now on 2.4 million pre-market trading. Looking great. It had a good night last night too. So now let's see what this stock wants to deliver. I'm more than happy to see this go through 12 and 13 and 14. Let's get going. We know where it has to go. 25 a share or nothing. I mean, it's got to go up there, and that's it. There's over 4,000 rooms at the Luxor, and no one is going to kidnap Uncle Bruce, says my next pair. I don't know how you guys think I'm in the Luxor. I don't know how you do it. I have no idea. Anyway, Clay is saying, Rob, if SoFi goes to 35 this week, I might have a fatal heart attack. Then again, if you do have heart troubles, you will hopefully be able to afford treatment to keep going. So, I mean, look at it that way. You're getting richer. It might cause you a bit of stress, but you can afford the stress. They'll take care of you. You should be all right. Don't worry about it. You'll get used to the high-end lifestyle. Don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. Becoming a billionaire might be stressful, but we'll all figure out a way to deal with it. Cheers from wherever I am, and drinking a Diet Pepsi. Ew. What am I going to say? Anyway, let's see how the markets want to open this morning. We're at 130 on the negative 130 on the Dow, 14.5 on S&P, 57 on NASDAQ. 6 minutes to go. And then hopefully our man Larry Titus will hit those bells for us, and we'll get it going. That would be terrific. The sun is rising ever so slowly, and jets are flying by. So I definitely see an improvement in the outside world. Do you want to see what it looks like outside? Do you want to see? I don't know if I can show you this. I'm not sure if I can. Hang on. Let's see if I can do this. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can. There we go. There's an angle right there. I don't know if you can make that out. There you go. That's you know what hotels those are over there? Can you tell? Can you? Can you? Yeah. Here's the view inside in the room over here. Here I am. There I am. I'm on the mirror there. Hey, there I am right there. And if I turn the camera around, I'm going to try to turn the computer on. There's my light. So sorry about that. Let me move that out of the way so it's not in the way. There you go. There's my living room over there. How about that? Not a bad looking unit, huh? Watching Bloomberg over there. Sorry if I'm making you feel seasick or anything like that. I hope that's not the case. Hang on, I just gotta set my lighting up again. There we go. You probably have a pretty good idea where I am. There we go. Lots of cables everywhere. It was working last night to get everything figured out and get everything set up, and to do the shows. Here we go. Okay, let's see what's going on here, baby. I love these comments; are hilarious. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. If SoFi goes to 35, I'm going to be great. And we all know Bruce is in front of a green screen. Bruce is hitting the bottle, says Larry. We're down to 3 minutes. Let's see. Oh, how cool, says False. And triangulating Bruce's position, please wait. Delano and Mandalay Bay, says DQ. That's what I see. That's a pretty cool green screen you got there. High tech. It's a high tech, baby. Good morning, Bruce. At Vegas, says Duncan. Mandalay Bay, says my next pair. That's Luxor for sure. Uncle Bruce is in the Elara Hotel. That's where he is. I'd love to write some $35 calls on SoFi. Let's go. Fancy pants living. Fancy pants living. Love that. Vegas, baby. The Dr. Walter. Man. Uncle Bruce, can we start now to be jealous on you? It is the Luxor, says Falls. Nice, sweet Uncle Bruce. You're definitely at the Luxor right across from Mandalay Bay. You're definitely there. Where's that? Where's the lamp? Where's that lamp? Nice Elantra Hotel in Vegas. Uncle Bruce has got the bucks, a sweet room. And Pickcomb says, I know that view. Put it on red, says DH. Again, Uncle Bruce, if I were there, I'd be eating chips on the couch watching TV right now. Brab is saying, Bruce is at the Motel 8 near the airport. That's where he is. Dying Uncle Bruce living his best life on earnings today. Congrats and thank you. Cloaked is saying, I'm glad over the last few weeks I've been able to significantly lower my SoFi average and add a few hundred more shares too. I'm looking to score some extra money. Rock and roll. $11.99 on your SoFi. 1 minute to go, baby. So we need SoFi to go to 35 to be Uncle Bruce's neighbors. Good morning from Duncan to DQ. Nicholas, SoFi is going to 45 plus. Earnings should blow Wall Street out. Hurt. Putin is even buying. There you go, Putin. Midnight Adventure. Bruce is right. When I'm 35 on a mega yacht, I'll just find some way to deal with it. There it is. He's definitely not at the win. He's not at the win. Uncle Bruce, if SoFi gets to 20 today, can you ask Luxor management if you can open your room window and belly slide down to the strip? Oh, Bruce, now everybody knows where you are. Damn, Bruce, that's nicer than my apartment. Uncle Bruce and Rob, I do not want to disturb the Vegas and SoFi party here, but I did enter a 255 bid to buy back the GameStop 120s March 4th, written for 720. Yeah, baby, let's hope they come to you. We're opening up here. We should be running. Savior, it's not a green screen. It's not Vegas. Uncle Bruce is in the metaverse. You've been found out. Charlie, Uncle Bruce, I have seen Vegas Vacation. Please be sure to take the damn tour. Don't forget the damn bait. Yeah, they're clapping on the TV right now. 30 seconds, Larry. I think we're about to open. The metaverse looked that good. I'd be buying meta stocks. Larry is hitting the bells. We are up and running. We're open for business and we're going to start trading here. Fantastic. Let me get my phone up and going as well, and we'll see how these markets are doing. There we go. Oh my gosh, everybody, welcome to the craziness here in Las Vegas. Thank you, Larry from DQ. Casino is open, says Larry. The casino is open, ready for trading. And Beach Boy, I know. You're in Tel Aviv. I know. Yeah, you're in Tel Aviv. Duncan, I've been under the weather with a cold. Hang in there, buddy. Lobo Blast, Alcobers, I'm down the street. Email me if you want to have a second breakfast. Thank you. Oh my gosh. We're showing a negative 130 on the Dow at the moment. Let's see. So try to get my phone to stand up here on my computer. I got Rocket Lab at 950 off 4 cents. I got SoFi showing 1182 up 37 this early morning quote. GameStop 123.66 up 32. AMC up 26 cents to 1912. Matterport 744 up 3. ME down 1 penny, down 1 penny on ME. Spire up 1.5 cents. ATIP down 3. Smart Rent up 4. Sextera down 1. First early indications. We'll see how this works out. 139 now, the down dip on the Dow. Walter, the honeymoon suite has a hot tub in front of the window, and we got caught naked in the tub by the window washers. Be scared if you see cables across your windows. Morning from DQ to Duncan. AZ, that would make sense that you would be at the Motel 6 because their slogan is, we'll leave the light on for you, thus explaining the missing lamp. You see, it all comes together, you see. Fantastic. Thank you guys for helping us out to figure out just what it all means. It's a complicated world, and what can I say? I'm showing the Dow off 179, S&P down 12 points, NASDAQ down 49. The best performing index is the S&P. It's down 0.32 of a percentage point. NASDAQ down 0.36, the Dow down 0.53. That's what I've got at the moment on this exchange. I'm going to check right now on the VIX and see what's going on here. Here we go. We got the markets coming together here, watching for these quotes. 165 on the Dow is the down dip right now. SP now down only 13. And we're waiting for, there we go, a couple more quotes to come in. Rocket Lab at 921 down 33. We got SoFi at 1185 now, up 40. GameStop up $1, up $2, 125.47 on GameStop. AMC at 1920, up 34. Watching for this quote, see if this comes through, see what happens there. Where are we at now? We've got, we're still showing the Treasury yield on the 10-year U.S. rate right now at 1.775, the German rate at 0.008, just barely positive on the 10-year German note. That is a sign right there. Very interesting. And the Dow now is still showing down 139 at the moment. And watching down 8 on S&P, down 37 on NASDAQ. All right, just trying to keep up with everything. The VIX is up 0.93 to 3108, a slight increase there, nothing to worry about. The Russell looks like it's 7 points to the positive, but I think that might still be from last night. We haven't got an update yet. So I've got to wait a bit for some of these other quotes to come through to be more accurate. Welcome one, welcome all to Las Vegas, Nevada with your buddy Uncle Bruce. The sun is starting to shine now all through this area here, and we're seeing traffic on the I-15 as heavy as always, coming in and coming out of town. Unbelievable. This place is so much activity going on. It's good to see you all here. I'm glad you could join us. The lamp is at the top of the building, says my next pair. SoFi, 5 million shares already. Gonna be shorts are gonna need to cover quick. I agree. 11.96 now is the trade price of SoFi. 11.96. and volume 6.2 million. Yeah, it is definitely an active stock this morning. GameStop 125.22 up $1.89. We're down 37 cents on Rocket Lab. We're up 39 on AMC. We have Matterport up a nickel at 746. We got ME unchanged. Spire up 3.5 to 220.5. ATIP down 5.5 cents to 190.5. What a cheap stock this thing is becoming. Unbelievable. I think we're going to have to just buy it all up. We're just going to have to buy every single share of this company, take them over. Straighten them out. SmartRent 652 down up 7 cents. Cyxtera is up 9 to 12.26. On other stocks, Robinhood is up 20 cents. Vanik Vectors down 6 cents. Home Depot up 64. IBM up 50 cents. Microsoft up down 217 a share. Apple up 95 cents. We're really choppy, up and down, up and down. Goldman down 236. Cisco down 15 cents. Facebook is up 43 cents. Amazon down $18.99. Tesla down a nickel, and Google down $2.18. We have very slight moves here on some of these big cap stocks. 78.58 on Royal Caribbean down 214. We got Costco up $4, Walmart up $1.50, Nvidia down 150. American Airlines down 43 cents to 16.82. Moderna down 15 cents to 153.75. So early mornings changes. The Dow now, wow, what a change! We're down 43 points on the Dow. We're coming on quick. We're gaining 2 on S&P. We're plus 2.9, and we're 17 to the good on the Nasdaq. So we've gone green on 2 of the exchanges, and the Dow is in a hurry to catch up. Down now 37 points, and that is all very good. Nicholas is saying short interest on SoFi dropped from 24% to 18% this morning, apparently. Interesting stuff. We'll keep an eye open on that one. Interesting comment. See what else is going on here. We've got Cloaked. I can't wait for another hour. Blueberry bagel with cream cheese for me this morning. Oh my God. Rob, I've got a stink offer for a 1:30. To write a 1:30 call on GameStop for $7.35. Current bid ask is $5.25 to $5.55. He's trying to sell for $7.35. That's a stink offer. Perfect way to do it. Let's go for a run, baby. And that's how this game is played. Now that the shares are up to 124.51, you never know. There might be a pop. And these contracts might score up to $7.35. Rob gets out at $7.35 for a contract that dies this Friday. Come back $3-4 a share. He's got himself a nice little flip there. Nicely done. Wavy Gravy says that the short interest on SoFi American TD Ameritrade is showing 18.23 as of the 15th of February. Now let's see. Slayer is saying let's break $12 on SoFi, please. Let's get going on that. Well, let's hope so. I'm showing it at 1170 at the moment, up a quarter. I've got SoFi volume now of 7.7 million, the low of 1167, the high of 1198, now at 1173, up 28 cents. So we're going to do a lot of this. Earnings come out tonight, and we might be up a buck or two before earnings come out. You never know. This is going to be an interesting day. The Dow now is off 68. S&P is up a half a point. Nasdaq is up 13. So we're still up on 2 of the markets. Not like incredibly up, but we were down this morning. 150 points, 200 points on the Dow, and now we're only down 60 on it, and we're green on the other 2. So we've come around here, and let's see what's going on. GW is saying to Rob, sorry to break it to you, Rob, but my dad works for the stock market, and I just asked him to tank GameStop so I could buy my call back. So GW is giving Rob a hard time on his GameStop. We'll see. Good morning, Splair from Duncan. How you doing? Rob, don't worry, my friend. I'll catch it on the next run up. GameStop 123.40 up 6 cents right now. Rob Ajita, I didn't know your dad was so cool. Good morning, Duncan from Splair. We're very well. How are you? Down 83 on the Dow, 3 points on S&P, 1 point on Nasdaq. So we're negative again, but just barely, as we're going through these sell waves, buy waves, you name it. Got all kinds of stuff going on here. Mm. We'll see how this all plays out. SoFi right now is 1162 at the moment. 1162 on SoFi right now, up 18 cents. So it's backing off from its early run. Now 1156 on SoFi. Everything is turning red though in the in this neighborhood right here. Where are we at now? We're up eight. I got 8.8 million traded on SoFi. Dow's off 108. Rocket Lab off 46. GameStop off 53. AMC's down 12. Matterport's down 2. ME is still positive 4.5 cents, and Spire is up 1.5 cents. ATIP is down 9. Smart Rent up 16, and Sixtera up 10. So we got some winners, some losers, with a negative 103 on the Dow, negative 5 on S&P, and negative 20 on Nasdaq right now. Oil in Texas, 101.44 in Texas, up 5.72 a barrel. So royalties coming into Texas, Oklahoma, Colorado, Alaska, Louisiana, Alabama, the states that are handling oil are doing real well today. Province of Alberta in Canada, laughing all the way to the bank. 101 in Alberta, US for crude. That's like 130 Canadian a barrel. Boy, are they happy up there. So there you go. The Dow right now is off 81, a little better. Still down 52 on Rocket Lab. SoFi back up to 1165, up 20 cents. So lots of volatility today, as one would expect in the markets with what's going on the planet right now. 1170 on SoFi, up 24 cents. Oh, pardon me, folks. Trying to stay alive and keep it going. Rob is saying, hey, you remember last week was SoFi was like at 8 something? Yeah, 1160 right now. Let's see. 9 million on SoFi. Yes, indeed. We are trading. We've got 9.69 million on SoFi now. We're pushing 10 million shares in 13 minutes. Amazing stuff. Markets on edge because of Russia, says Bloomberg headlines. That's for sure. We're watching everything closely. The Dow now down 120. It looks like we've backed off again. Yep, 130 on the Dow. Rocket Lab down 56 cents to 898. That's getting cheap. SoFi up 23 to 1168. GameStop down 34 cents again to 123. AMC down a dime. Matterport down 4. ME up 5. Spire now is up 9 cents to 226. All of a sudden, Spire can break 220. Like last 2 days, it couldn't get anywhere near 220. And now Spire has busted through like there wasn't even a barrier all of a sudden. Isn't that amazing? It's like the best pricing. This is the best pricing for Spire in like a week, in like 4 days. This is the best, been the best since 4 days. We'll take it, keep it going, up 9 cents on Spire. Volume today on Spire, 87,800. And this is the high today right here around 224. It touched 228 just a minute ago. All right. ME up 4. Spire at 224. So ATIP down 7 at 189. Unbelievable. Smart Rent up a dime at 655. Sextera up a dime at 1227. There it is. And SoFi 1159 now, up 14. Rocket Lab still 898. The Dow down 121. At this moment, GameStop down 33 cents, Matterport down 4. Okay. And Rocket Lab filed a prospectus with the supplement with the SEC. Is this why it's going down in the early morning? I don't know. I'm not sure what the filing was. Obviously, I haven't time to read it. Staying with you here, so I'm not sure what the filing is about. Rocket Lab just jumped to 902. The low on Rocket Lab was, let's see, that's not accurate. We were under 9 a moment ago. My computer is not showing an accurate quote on Rocket Lab right now for highs and lows on the day. Okay, let's see here. Thank you for the 297 thumbs up so far, folks. Appreciate that. We are watching a lot of stuff at the same time here. We're 11:56 on SoFi, up 11. What else is happening over here? Just checking on stuff. We've got all kinds of stuff going on here. Thank you there. 302 thumbs up. Beautiful, folks. Thank you very much. Very much appreciate that. Helping the show get on the air. Let YouTubers know we're live from Vegas today. 548 viewers. Welcome one, welcome all. The Dow is down 167 right now, backing off a little more. We've got interest rates. We're watching. Let's take a look here. We're watching rates on bonds, treasury bills. The U.S. right now is showing 1.76%. That is substantially lower than what we had on U.S. notes just 2 weeks ago. We were at 2.1 odd percent not long ago. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pop in my my little chart here, see if I can get this to show up. There we are. Yeah, 2.04 on the 15th. That was 2 weeks ago. And 1.99 on the 23rd of February, a few days ago. The 25th of February, 1.97. That was just 3 days ago. And here we are as of the 28th. That was yesterday at 182, now 176. So, from 204 to 176, this is a serious pullback in treasuries. I will admit that on December the 3rd, we were at 135. December 17th, 1.4. December 27th, 1.48. 1.5 at the end of the year, 1.5. And within the first week, we got to 1.76. Then on the 18th of January, 1.87. Then we hit basically the 2% range in the 10th in February, 10th of February. Then the 15th of February, like I say, 204, and now we're at 176 again. Wiped out all that gain back now to where we were about January the 6th. And that's all in 3 days. Whew, that is lightning speed for interest rate futures to back off. And the German rate is 0.008. It was negative about an hour and a half ago. Again, Italy 1.49, Spain 0.94, UK 1.22, and Japan 0.18. So the interest rates are lower and going lower. And the thinking is that we may not get any interest rate raises this year. There are some folks in Wall Street saying that the Fed will not raise interest rates at all in here or Europe, that the European rates won't raise either. This is the speculation right now on what's happening in the last 48, 72 hours because of this Russia thing and Ukraine thing. It is really lightning speed changes. I don't know. We'll see. 101 on oil, that I can tell you. 101 on oil. Jen and I noticed that here in Vegas, was it Vegas? Yeah, just off the strip. No, that can't be right. It had to have been LA. LA gas prices were $6.50 a gallon right by the airport. $6.50. In Palm Desert, where we were coming from, still around $5 a gallon for gas. but it was climbing. But obviously, if you get stuck as a rental car renter in LA and you're returning your car and you have to return it full, the nearby gas stations, oh, they're going to help you out with 6.50 regular gas right now. Yeah, probably $7 later this week. Great guys that they are, sweethearts. In the event, crazy. Um, Obama Babe says that this filing for Rocket Lab is indicating 417 million shares of common stock to be sold by a security holder. I have a problem believing that on Rocket Lab. The reason I kind of have a problem with that is I suspect, don't even know if there's that many shares in existence. Hang on, let's see. Let me take a peek here if I can at Rocket Lab. Can I get that to pop up? Here it comes. Rocket Lab trading at 913. By the way, we've come up from the 893 level. Yeah, there's 449 million in existence. So no, there is no one individual that has it. There's only 171 million floating. So something about this filing is maybe the company announcing their actual outstanding stock that actually exists, and it's not a security holder. It's just a reconfirmation of how many shares are out there. Obama, as the day wears on, we'll figure it out what the hell they're up to. Super laggy video, Uncle Bruce. We can still hear you loud and clear. Thank you, everybody, for bearing with me here. Rob, man, GameStop is hopping around 50 cent to $1 jumps today on GameStop. We're down 65 cents at 122.69. The Dow now down 198. Rocket Lab is back to 910. SoFi 1153 up 8. AMC down 40. It was up this morning. Matterport down 7 cents. ME down 1.5 cents. Spire is only up a penny now to 218. ATIP down 8 cents. Smart Rent down up 7. Cyxtera up 7. Okay. Rob, 123 to 123.75 on GameStop over and over again. Is what Rob is noticing. Back down to 122.59. I'm showing 122.77. It's jumping. It's jumping. That's right. Nazareth, Rob. Yeah, the whole market jumping around all over the place. We're down 218 on the Dow now. We're jumping lower there. Down 21 on S&P, and we're down 59 on the NASDAQ. We did get green on 2 of those markets, but we couldn't get them all green, and we couldn't stay green. But where we are right now, down 207 right now on the Dow as we speak. Yeah, it's a busy one, kids. It really is. It is a very active market right now. We've got a lot going on. We're watching all kinds of stuff out of Ukraine, Russia, international markets, bond markets, oil markets, trading bans with Russia, companies walking out. Just all kinds. There's 2 wars going on. There's the physical war in the Ukraine, and then there's the financial war, the world against Russia right now, and it is pretty heavy, hot and heavy stuff. We've got the VIX up 1.49 to 3164 at the moment, and we were showing Russell positive earlier this morning. Not so sure if it's going to hang on to that or not. Yeah, tons of stuff. Obama, yes, Rocket Lab reported their number of warrants and shares of common stock. She's saying, Nick, if you are coming from Arizona to California, always buy gas in Arizona because it's $1 cheaper a gallon over there. Yeah. And Avenger Duncan, Rob, I second that. Duncan, ATIP is at the bottom. Anyone else? This is the same. Jennifer is alive and walking in the suite. How are you today?
Well, I'm a little alarmed.
Why?
At the layer of crud in the air.
Oh, yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, we do see that, don't we? We
is
do.
It windy? Is it sand?
No, I think what we.
I think it's crud.
I think it's just air pollution here. This city is in a bit of a bowl.
Yikes.
And there's so many vehicles driving through here that burn gas. Look at all the trucks coming north on the I-15. Yeah, looking at it, she's not impressed. It's not like the desert where it's good, clean, clear air. All those Teslas driving in the desert, fewer gas vehicles and more electric in the desert for sure. Here, gasoline rules, man. I think I saw gas here at 360 yesterday on the way in. Where did we see that 650 gas yesterday? Do you remember, Jed?
Somewhere from the airport to here.
I thought it was near LAX. I think it was near LAX 650.
No.
Because it wasn't here 650, because it's 360 just a block from here. But I thought it was yesterday.
It had to be.
Yeah.
It had to.
Because I think we were snickering at it, going, "Oh, thank God, we're driving an electric car."
Right. Yeah. And we're like, you poor idiots who have to return your rental cars filled.
Right to the top, and you got to buy the 650 gas one block from your rental car guy. Oh man!
Just saw a helicopter take off.
Right. I gave the folks a little view out the window, so you could see the view as the sun was coming up.
Yes.
They're kind of figuring out where we are.
Yes, I'm sure they know.
They're noticing the angle of this window that we have out here, and
there's this lovely stadium.
I didn't show them that. Yeah, I didn't show them that.
Well, there's a lovely stadium.
There is a lovely stadium just over there. Rob is saying, "Good morning, Jen." Good morning, Jen from Duncan.
Good morning.
Let's see if she comes at him with a bagel, says my next pair. Jen from Olivia saying hi to you.
I'm going to attempt to make coffee. How is it?
Yeah, you take that one out and do it. There's a pouch in there. You take it out. I was all right. I made a cup this morning. And
so you're telling me it's hotel coffee.
But you better read the instructions on the inside of the lid when you lift it for adding water there. You'll see it. You're supposed to plug it in last.
Why?
You just read the instructions and then you figure it out. But good luck to you. It'll probably work. Good afternoon, Bagel family from Bart. Yeah, if the smoke comes out of it, don't worry about it. Larry, good morning, Jen from Larry. We're down 210 on the Dow. We're down 23 cents on Rocket Lab. We're back to 930. We're coming back on. SoFi 1174 up 30 cents. GameStop up 84 cents. 124.18. We're only down 16 now on AMC. I got Matterport at 746 up a nickel. ME up a half a penny. Aspire up 3. ATIP down 8 cents. Smart Rent up 7. Sexter up 10. So a little improvement again on the stocks we follow a lot, but the Dow is off 217. S&P down 13, NASDAQ down 30. So we're watching all of that. We've got oil at 101.94, approaching 102 in Texas. A $6 gain on oil this morning on Texas. And in Europe, for Brent, we were pushing 104, 105 today on global concern, supply issues with regard to the Russians being cut off and all this sort of stuff. Tons of talk here. Not sure how this is going to ultimately play off, but in West Texas, it is definitely having an effect. 101.99 right now on Texas crude oil. 101.99. And in Texas, they're smiling. In Alberta, they're smiling. In Colorado, Oklahoma.
In LA, they're cringing.
In LA, they're cringing. In Hawaii, they're cringing. Alaska, they're smiling. New York State, they can't be happy. Gas prices across America will be surging with this development. There you go. We'll see how all this plays out. Bobby says, hey, like the movie Casino, is Uncle Bruce going to be counting the blueberries in the blueberry muffin to make sure that they're consistent? Why is it that this muffin has 3 blueberries and this blueberry has 15? I want the same number of blueberries in all the blueberry muffins. Uncle Bruce, are you going to get room service or what?
You have that beautiful mountain silhouette.
Yeah.
And then the straight layer above it of crud.
Smog. Yeah.
We need Larry.
We need Larry?
Larry's got to get the crud out of Vegas.
No, it wasn't Larry. It was
Larry?
Who was it that had to get the
Larry.
crud out of the mouse? It wasn't Larry. No, Larry used the line.
Oh.
Larry's line was.
Oh, to tell you to get the crud.
No, not me. It was one of my the guy who couldn't get on.
Oh, the guy that's...
Get the crud out of your mouse. We got to get the crud out of the air in Vegas. That's what we got to do here. What they got to do is they've got to.
So sad.
they've got to raise the taxes on gasoline by $2 a gallon here and get everyone to drive a Tesla. That's what they got to do around here. But they're not going to do that around here, and they're not going to do it in Arizona either.
Make people drive with a buddy.
Make people drive with a buddy.
It's like swimming at night. Don't do it alone.
Don't do it alone.
Don't Unless you got your own little TV.
Well, I threw it on there just but notice the quality of it. It's really cheap. It's not even high def. It's really not high def. I'm surprised at how bad that is. Why are we in a suite, you might be asking? Let me tell you the reason we're in a suite. I'm just waiting for my lag to come back.
Are you lagging?
I've been cutting in and out. Here we go. We're back. Why are we in a suite, you might ask? I'll tell you here. The only reason is because it's so affordable. I wanted a place where I could do this without getting in Jen's way. So, I didn't want her sleeping over here while I'm talking to you over here, because that's
crawling
ridiculous.
Across the floor to get to the bathroom.
That would be not good. So I checked all the rooms, not all the rooms, but I checked 20 properties in Vegas for this time frame. And I found that I could get a pretty big size room here for a pretty good price, and so that's what we did. We're not paying top dollar. It's I can assure you of that. I have paid more for a room in this town than what we're paying for this since I've been here. Much more, and so we've got a bargain here, and we're taking advantage of the bargain.
Yes, the upgrade.
Yeah. But we did book a 700 square foot unit, but I think this one is 1,000 square feet.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah, it's pretty big. We have a full bedroom with a bathroom, and then we have a living room area, this dining area that's kind of quirky because the table is 4 feet off the ground. And then we have a bar area here with just a sink and a coffee maker and nothing else.
We have a beer fridge.
Yeah.
Kind of.
But we don't have any forks, knives, or spoons here. No microwave. It's like really basic, but it's a suite. I mean, no question about it. I mean, if I were conducting business meetings here, this would be the way to go. If it were a family, with mom and dad and a couple of kids, you get one of the kids to sleep on the couch out here with the TV, and the other kid in the bedroom with us. That'd be cool. Bring in a roll-out bed or something. But it's okay. But at least for me, I can work out here in the living room, kitchenette area, and Jen has the suite, the bedroom, and the bathroom to herself, and we don't cross paths that way. At 3 a.m. when I get up, that's a good thing. That's what's going on. Anyway, there you go. Let's see. False is suggesting something to Jen here. Please read the instructions on the side of the cream cheese. The plastic film is not meant to be put on the bagel. Thank you for that tip. Too late, she said. You should head to Bagel Mania after the live stream to go and get a bagel, says my next pair. Joanne, if I knew where you were, I would send you and Jen breakfast. There you are. Rob, can you please room service a bagel with schmear one day, says Rob. Larry Titus says, Tony, I sent that message to Tony and Jennifer Smith. It was to Tony. And Kareem was saying, you sent that to Tony. There you go. Everyone's on it. Everyone is on it.
Larry to yell at the city of Vegas.
Larry is saying, we need Tony to clean the crud out of Las Vegas. Cindy, they don't want you in your room in Las Vegas, Bruce. That's why there are no nice accoutrements in your room. They want you the hell out of there and on the floor where you belong. See, does anyone else think investing in growth stocks during earnings season is like the Beat the Spread South Park episode? Nicholas wants to know. Pickcomb, time of year is a bit of a slump for hotels. Surprised about Las Vegas. Interesting, isn't it? Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce, is that the ghost of Bagel Past you're talking to? Oh, hi, Auntie Jen. Please don't levy sanctions on me now.
It's the ghost of Bagel Past.
That's right. I think what we're going to do is I will finish my show at the usual time, and then I think we're heading for the buffet downstairs or the American Cafe or something like that.
Yes. You
Yeah,
tell her we had a lovely meal last night.
we did.
It was really,
We were
really
trying to
good.
figure out where are we going to go to eat, and interestingly, a sign of the times. We're online looking at the hotel and all the restaurants available, and then you can look up each of the restaurants,
Restaurant.
that their hours and all that. And they have 5 of them, I think. 2 of them were closed yesterday
Because it was Monday.
because it was Monday. They're closed
They're
on
dark
Mondays.
on Mondays.
Some are closed Mondays and Tuesdays. Very, very different than in the past. Yeah, we are not. This city is not jam packed with tourists.
No.
Our plane.
Which is good because 95% of the people are not wearing masks.
Yeah, well, 95%. No one's wearing masks here.
You
Yeah.
walk in and you're like, whoa.
Virtually no one's wearing masks here. It's not
and
necessary.
People still get to smoke in here.
Yeah. Well,
There were no little old ladies with beehive hairdos wearing white gloves, so
Well,
it's not a kickback to the 60s.
but we were out here last night. It's not.
Yeah,
You go to your neighborhood strip casinos.
yeah.
I'm sure you'll find little old ladies with beehive hairdos.
With those little
with
white
those-
gloves that were filthy because
No.
of coins.
They're not.
Yeah.
No, they're not doing that anymore. No. In any event,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a different town. It's not full. Our plane wasn't full. We
No.
could hold 198. We only had about 90 people on board.
Felt real good about being on a 737 MAX.
Did you catch that? Did you get that little dink there?
I'm not a good flyer at the best of times.
Great plane, though. It was a great flight.
It was lovely.
It was wonderful.
It was lovely.
It was really cool flying over
In
the
fact,
last
oh,
half an hour coming in. I could see out of the window those electrical
the reflector,
reflectors.
collector,
They have
whatever
those solar panels collecting the sun's rays and then shining it up to
they
these
are.
towers that just brightly. They look like fusion reactors. They're really
Yeah.
cool. There's 3 of these things now. And then in and around that area are a couple more gigantic solar collector farms with panels and solar panels, as far as you can see, making a ton of electricity. I thought that was pretty cool. I've always found that to be a most interesting project. Anyway, there you go. We're down 306 points on the Dow, so we are backing off bit by bit here. Rocket Lab is getting better bit by bit. It's down 14 cents now to 940. Rocket Lab had hit 890, something like that, 893, just about 15 minutes into the opening. Rocket Lab came out with their financials last night, talking about how far behind they are, how many back orders they have. $500 million. $500 million in contracts to launch satellites on the books. That continues to grow even as they ramp up their launch schedules. They're launching more rockets faster than before. They charge more per launch because they can launch more sophisticated payloads. They're lowering their cost of each launch and increasing their margins. Everything's going the right direction in that sense. They've done a couple of acquisitions. They're growing quickly. Stock, unfortunately, down a dime today at 944. Now, SoFi 1176. After the market today, SoFi releases their financials. We're 1176, up 31 cents. We were up yesterday 70 odd cents. We were 880 a share last Thursday. We're now 11,670, so we're almost up $3 from the low of last week. The sell-off is over. The recovery is on, and none of us here are satisfied unless we break at least 25 a share, because that's where these shares should be. So tonight, after the bell, they release their numbers. They'll have their conference call, and we'll find out what's going on. I'll be around to watch the numbers come out, and then we'll review the conference call later and see what happens. We'll talk about it tomorrow, but we'll see the market after hours tonight, of course. Hopefully, cross our fingers, we break the 12 level during the day today, break 13 tonight, maybe break 14 tomorrow. Wouldn't that be great? Break 14 tomorrow, get back to 15. Let's get going. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Nick, are you in a Comfort Suites? That's what he wants to know. Is that what you got right there? Larry is saying, your suite is 3 times the size of my apartment, just so you know. Happy Mardi Gras from IR Aaron. And we got Mikey, Uncle Bruce. I have got a $12 covered call on SoFi, written, expiring on Friday. Should I be, is it time to roll, or what do I do? Well, again, you can wait if you want. You could buy it back here and then write another call tomorrow or the day after. If the shares go higher, you may want to just buy these back now, sit on the sidelines, and roll into a new call that might be a 15 or a 16 or a 17, all depending on the stock's reaction. Am I expecting the stock to possibly go down to $9 tonight and tomorrow? I'm not, but I've given up guaranteeing the market. I'm not going to do that, but I just don't think so. I think that the sell-off has come and gone, and SoFi is on a roll corporately, and I think the shares should start to reflect that. But that's just me. By the way, Rocket Lab, 951 down 3 cents. We've come all the way back from the drop this morning. Rocket Lab this morning of 893. We're now at 951, coming all the way back. 1.18 million Rocket Lab. SoFi volume now 1171 last trade, 19.6 million SoFi. Alrighty. GameStop is up 36 cents to 123.70. Now 124.27 on GameStop, up 93 cents. The Dow still showing a negative 336 reading right now. I've got AMC down 20 cents. I got Matterport up 16 cents to 757. I got ME at 450. Looks like around 2.5, 3 cent gain. Spire is up 4 cents to 221. ATIP is still down 12 cents to 184. Ridiculous. Smart Rent up 11 to 656. Sextera up 18 cents to 1235. That's what we have right there. I got Home Depot up 260, IBM down 96, Microsoft down 88 cents, Apple up 6. I mean, we don't have big moves on the big cap stocks, but we're down 300 on the Dow. So something on the Dow is taking it on the chin here, and I'm going to find out what that is if I can right here by doing this. See what this search brings us on the Dow. What stocks on the Dow are causing the Dow to be off? Points. Why, I ask you. Well, we'll see what the machine says here in just a moment. GameStop, 123.93, up 59 cents right now. Okay. We're down 28 on the S&P, down 67 on NASDAQ. They're doing better than the Dow is doing at this point. Definitely doing better than the Dow. All right. Okay. Waiting for this Dow chart to pop up. Down 335 on the Dow Jones Industrial right now. 1162 on SoFi, 123.93 on GameStop. Matterport, 759 up 18. A little better looking there, okay? All right. Boy, I'll tell you, my computer is really, really spotty right now. It is not giving me the results I'd like to see, and we seem to be lagging on our computer. So definitely we're having that interest, that level of interference as well. That's what's going on, kids. That's what's happening. Okay. Yeah, I can't get the thing to work. Just so frustrating here. Hang on, let me try it again over here. Take 2, 2nd and 10. Down 322 on the Dow. Ukraine raises the equivalent of $241 million by selling war bonds. Headline is breaking right now. Ukraine is having no trouble raising cash, no trouble getting cash donated. No trouble acquiring weapons. The question is, can they get enough to the right people to use it? To use these weapons? That is the question. Okay, the losers on the Dow would be American Express, Goldman Sachs, Boeing, JP Morgan, Visa, Travelers, McDonald's, United Healthcare, and Caterpillar, followed by Honeywell, 3M Company, Walt Disney. These are down between $2 and $9 each. The worst are American Express and Goldman. They're down over $9. Then we're down $6 on Boeing, $5 on JP Morgan, $3 on Visa and Travelers. Then we're down between $2 and $2.90 on McDonald's, Caterpillar, United Health, Honeywell, 3M. The winners are Chevron Oil and Gas, up $4.75, $4.87. Home Depot up $3. Walmart up $2.30. Salesforce up 90 cents. Merck up 59 cents, Apple 45. So, I mean, we only have 6 or 7 winners. We have the rest as losers, but I guess with American Express, Goldman Sachs, Boeing, and JP Morgan leading the first 4 stocks down the most in dollars, they are having the biggest impact on the Dow Jones 30 Industrial. That's what's going on. Okay? Uncle Bruce, Charlie wants to know, would you be afraid of $16 covered calls on SoFi expiring August the 8th? They're asking 56 cents. Any better recommendations? I wouldn't write them. I certainly wouldn't be a writer. Would I be a buyer? That's the question I would be answering. I prefer you could go further out in time, but a $16 run from here is not out of the question at all. A run to 20 would not be a problem. Just Scott saying Tony's in jail. Clay, this might make you flinch with this question, but if you buy shares on margin, how long should you hold the shares? Long enough for a pop in price, then sell to close? A few months, days, or weeks? Well, Clay, margin trading is a gamble, no question about it. And the longer you hold a stock, the longer you might run into problems with a stock. I'm just going to stand up right now on my feet a little bit, folks. There we go. There we go. Yeah, if you're buying shares on margin and you hold them for a while, you are potentially going to run into a scenario where you have a bad day, a bad week, and the market backs off on you, and you may have a margin call, and now you've got real problems. Trading on margin, people have the best intentions. I just want to get into a stock, make my trade, and get out. But it in many cases, it doesn't work that way. People just get locked into a stock and they just don't move, and now they're paying interest charges, and they're eventually going to get caught in a swoon, whether it's an outside force that makes a market go down badly or whatever. It can be nasty. So I don't recommend it if at all possible, to be honest. In some cases, though, you have to have a margin account to be able to do certain option trades. You have to have like poor man covered calls. You might need a margin account and that kind of thing. Okay. Let's see here. My next pair, the Marriott Grand Chateau on the Strip has, what is it? Plates, silverware, and pots in their rooms. Wow. Will, no lamp today? The lamp is in your mind. Yeah, it was always in your mind, folks. Rob, we just had that issue in the Bahamas. Lots of the restaurants were closed during the day and opened at night. Only a couple places were open during the day and closed at night. Apparently, staffing is an issue even in the Bahamas. How about that? We had that. What was that? So that is just plain BS. SoFi with almost 20 million shares traded and only up 23 cents. That is manipulated shorting going on. No way that many folks are selling that low. Well, we're 11.88 up 43 cents now, so it's coming back. BW. Maybe the manipulation was short-lived. Larry, solar powered death ray. There you go. Charlie, Uncle Bruce, would you be afraid of $16 covered calls expiring. Any better recommendations? Like I say, I'd go further out in time. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. LL, I stopped using margin. It's nice to buy more shares, but margin calls are not fun. Exactly. It's not a good time at all. Not at a good time. All righty. We're now down 266 points on the Dow. We're improving a little bit here, but not by a ton. Rocket Lab at 940, down 14 cents. SoFi now 1189, up 44. The high of the day 1198 during the market. We were at 225 in the pre-market, maybe even better than that for a little bit on the pre-market, but we're now at 1188 on the exchange here with 22.2 million traded on SoFi. So we're looking good, looking a little better here. GameStop 125.02 up 168. AMC at 1905 up 19 cents. Matterport 763 up 22 cents. We'll take that again. Keep going, Matterport. 1164 now on Matterport. ME up 2.5 cents to 449.5. Spire is at 221 up 4 cents. ATIP is still disappointing us at 184, the low 183. Volume now 500,000 on ATIP. This is so cheap. Smart Rent 662 up 18 cents. Sextera 1243. It's ahead by 26 cents. Good to see Sextera rising. 13,000 volume on Sextera. Unbelievable. Smart Rent volume at 662 up 18. 45,400 shares. But we are at the high of the day on Smart Rent, it looks like. And on Sextera, we're near the high of the day as well. All righty. Matterport at 768. That's a nickel away from the high of the day on a 1.9 million. Volume is a little light, but the stock is going up. No stock for sale down here. We're drying out on Matterport. Okay. It's a good sign on Matterport if we're drying out on stock. GameStop 125.20, up 171.80. SoFi 1185 now, up 40 cents on 22.5 million, and we're 13 cents short of the high of the day on SoFi right now. There's where we're at. The Dow down 292. We were as low as 33,535. We're at 33,599. So about 65 points off the lows, but I don't know. We're up 13 on the Nasdaq. We're green on Nasdaq. We're down 14 points on S&P, but the Dow is lagging down 0.76, 3/4 of a point. Maybe the Dow will be dragged higher by Nasdaq going green, and by S&P only being down 1/3 of a percentage point. Maybe that's what's going to happen. All righty. Let's see how that goes. 1183 on SoFi, 125.24 up $1.90 on GameStop. Go markets, go, please. There you go. Coyote is saying, I personally use margin almost daily. I just always make sure that I have the paper funds to back it. It helps when buying and trading options that often require the funds available instantly. But I know how it can be dangerous, so I get it, says Coyote. Adventures with Duncan, Matterport down 66% from a month ago. We got to turn that around. LL is saying this. There's 36,000 wall of selling on SoFi at 12. That's a nothing burger. It's 36,000 shares. That's nothing to worry about. If we had like 3.6 million, I'd worry about it, but 36,000 is a no-brainer. 1185 now on the SoFi. 1188 now is showing on SoFi. Coming on a little stronger. The high of the day, 1198. We're within a dime of the high of the day on SoFi. 23 million volume right now. See if we can take a run on it, and we'll go higher. Let's hope so. Thank you, all of you, for these thumbs ups. 344 have come in. Thank you for the Vegas thumbs ups, everybody. We're doing the best we can with the connection we have. We appreciate you being here with us. SoFi just jumped to 1193, just broke up again, another pop. Looks like SoFi wants to go higher. 1198 is the high, 23 million volume. It's popping right now. $2 gain on GameStop, 219 now, 125.53. We're moving up on GameStop, SoFi. Matterport is 770. Looks like we're climbing on that one too. We're pushing that 773 high today around. We just broke the 2 million barrier on Matterport. It's moving higher. And anybody else climbing up here? 662 on Smart Rent, up 17. 1243 up 26 on Sixera. The Dow down 307. Okay. Splair, I learned to close margin before Black Friday. Let's go. Yeah, people talking about margin accounts, and I like I say, I recommend them if you need them to do option trading. Sure, poor man covered call spreads. If you need margin, you need margin. Fair enough. But you want to have the cash on hand to do what you really want to be doing. SoFi 1188 and GameStop 125.24. The Dow down 311. NASDAQ up 16.5. NASDAQ is green. The Dow is red. S&P is only off 17 points. So it's not a consistent market this morning between one and the other at this point in time. That's where we're at right here and right now. Would you like another view out the window? Want to see what it looks like around here? It's definitely a lot sunnier now, I'll tell you that. Let me see if I can show you. Hang on. Here we go. Can you see this all right? There's our view out our window today. See if I can hold that up. There we go. Mandalay Bay over there. There's the I-15. You can see it, the traffic heading north and south, of course. I can't zoom this thing, obviously. Let me see if I can show you something a little over here. Hang on. I wonder if I can get you this. I don't know if I can make this work. I got cables hanging out everywhere. Hold on. I think I can do it. Come on. Come with me. Come with me for a little walk. Come with me for a little walk here. Can you see that out there? I don't know if this will work. Hang on. I'm going to try it this way. Can you see out there? There's the stadium. Yeah, there's the football stadium right there. Doing everything backwards. You can see out there. And over here, there's Mandalay Bay. There's Mandalay Bay. And there's the airport over there. The sun's just coming up, so kind of hard on the eyes, folks. That's what we got going here. Morning in Vegas right now. Anyway, welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada. As we are, this is the view of our suite here. Here's my desk here where I'm sitting behind that lamp over there, that ring lamp. There's a lamp above me here. I mean, talk about lamps. Come on, man. There's the front door way over there. There's the this is our living room here, our couch right here. Pretty cool, eh? With a chase and then the TV on the wall. Yeah, it's a big place. We got it at a super good price. Alrighty. There we go. We got it at a pretty good deal. That's why we're in it. We're not high rollers. I'm not comped. We're paying our own way, but we needed space to be able to make this work for Jen and I, because I didn't want to be in a cramped hotel room in Las Vegas, being on the air. Otherwise, I would not be on the air. I would be off the air. There you go. Anyway, thank you all for being here today. Appreciate this. It's good to have you. Down 360 on the Dow now, unfortunately. Rocket Lab at 941 down 13. SoFi 1184 now, up 39 cents. GameStop 205 gain at 125.39. AMC up to 1904 up 18. Matterport 767 up a quarter, and 23andMe 450 up 3 cents. Spire's up 3 cents as well. 183 on ATIP down 13. SmartRent 661 right now up 16, and a 21-cent gain on Sextera at this point in time. The Nasdaq was green, but is now down 3 points, and S&P down 23 for the S&P, 345-point loss on the Dow Jones at the moment. That's what we seem to be watching here. Keeping an eye on markets and other trades going on. We have bonds, oil, gold. They say. Just taking a look at the TV over here. There we are. Just looking at Bloomberg over here on my television. So we have the markets showing higher. Bitcoin is up $2,200 to 43,859. Gold is up $21. Brent at 104.90, almost $105 a barrel for Brent. We're showing the West Texas at 101.47 a barrel. And we have gold up $20 a barrel right now. That's what we're showing. Travel trade continues to suffer, they're saying on Bloomberg. So we've got travel stocks under pressure, obviously, with international travel, European travel, not looking good over there right now with all the stuff happening. And so a lot of people have to decide what they're going to do and where they're going to go, if anywhere. Gold is up $21 an ounce to $19.21, and we're at 101.11 on West Texas crude, 101.11. Up $5.38 a barrel at the moment. Okay, there you have it. That's the story here right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shut this show down a little early today and leave you folks for a few hours to keep an eye on these markets. I'm going to try to join you for the last hour if I can today, and we'll run through all of that together. I'll be on, of course, tomorrow morning, and tomorrow afternoon, and then tomorrow night for the 8 o'clock prime time with Uncle Bruce show. Look forward to seeing you guys, all you Gold Bagel members, for that. Thank you for becoming Gold Bagel members. Some of you have been joining us lately. You get the perk of the market trading alerts every morning before the show starts, and of course the Wednesday night primetime show as well. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I will catch you later today from Las Vegas here as Jen and I settle into this room and figure out what's happening. Thank you for being with me this morning. I so appreciate it. It's great. And we're going to go and get some breakfast right now. I think there's a bagel with my name on it, and we'll see if we can make that work. That's the latest. Thank you, everybody, for joining me this morning for the first couple of hours this morning. It's good to have you. Have a great day. Stay healthy out there. We'll do the same here, and I'll see you this afternoon at noon Eastern time. 1 hour before we close for the day. Is that right? Is that noon Eastern time? Or is that my time? My time, noon o'clock. Yeah, 3 Eastern. 3 o'clock. You know what my time is. 3 o'clock this afternoon, the usual time. We'll catch you then. All right, guys. Hit a hard 8. There you go. Hit a hard 8. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.